Hi guys, Ben Hambridge here from Bodyfit Academy. Welcome back to this 7-part series. This is video number 2 on my 7 top ways to get fat. So let's get cracking with this. So my tip number 2 is don't get a good night's sleep. Okay, so let's get into this. Let's look at why you shouldn't get a good night's sleep so that you can gain fat really easy. Basically, numerous scientific studies have investigated fat loss and sleep, and they actually show that a lack of sleep can affect things like your metabolism, your insulin sensitivity, your appetite control, and your energy levels. So if you can get a lack of sleep and have a really bad night's sleep, so it's not the optimal levels, then you're going to affect all these things, and affecting all these things are going to help you gain fat and store more fat, okay? So we're going to look into this in a bit more detail. So sleep loss will actually influence cortisol levels, okay? One study's even shown a 37% increase from just having only 4 hours sleep. So you're basically increasing your cortisol levels by 1/3 from that lack of sleep, okay? Now, for those of you that have never heard of cortisol, cortisol will basically help with fat storage when it's elevated, okay? There's a load of other things that are going to affect it as well, but sleep is going to be one main one that you can really influence quite quickly, okay? There's also quite a number of hormones that are also going to get affected as well. First one is ghrelin. Ghrelin is basically an enzyme produced by the stomach lining cells, which helps to stimulate appetite, okay? Now, second main hormone that gets affected is leptin. Now, leptin is basically a protein which is produced by fat cells and regulates fat storage in the body and basically lets your brain know when you've eaten enough, okay, and sort of when to stop. So if you can get a bad night's sleep, then you're gonna basically have lower levels of leptin and higher levels of ghrelin, okay? Now, to put this in simple terms, is that it basically means that you get more hungry and you're less likely to stop when you're eating, when you should do, okay? So you're basically going to overeat and you're going to get more hunger signals sent to your brain, okay? So there are 2 other hormones that get affected as well from having a bad night's sleep. So obviously, if you're looking to gain fat and gain weight, then getting more hungry and not knowing when to stop is obviously a good thing, okay? So I'm going to give you a couple of tips, a couple of ways that you can get a bad night's sleep, okay? Follow this to the letter and it's going to ensure that you get a really disruptive night's sleep, okay? So firstly, stay up late to watch TV. So forget Sky Plus, forget recording it. If you've got something late at night that you want to watch, just stay up, just watch it anyway and enjoy it. Next one, don't get the optimum 7 to 8 hours sleep from 10 PM to 6 AM. Forget about that, get much less sleep. Stay up way past 10 PM. Stay up till 12, 1 o'clock if you can. It's going to ensure that you get a bad night's sleep then. It's going to affect all your hormone levels and it's going to help you gain that fat that you've been looking to gain. Next one, avoid the quiet, dark and cool room. If you avoid that, it's going to help you sleep a little less easy. So really you want a noisy environment. You want to keep all the lights on, or some lights on at least. And you want the room to be quite warm or quite hot, okay? So this is going to ensure that you get out of them optimal sleep zones, okay? Lastly, drink plenty of caffeine and alcohol to interfere with your sleep and your cortisol levels, okay? So this is things like teas, coffees, Red Bulls, obviously all your alcohol, so your beer, your wine, your vodka, things like that. It's going to have some sort of influence either with cortisol or sleep or both, okay? And it's going to actually keep your cortisol levels high at night when they're supposed to be low so that you can wake up in the morning basically zombified. Okay, so that's it for this video number 2 on how to get fat. So make sure you get a bad night's sleep and really get those body fat levels creeping up. So look out for the next video, part number 3, coming soon.